one thing I absolutely love about Christmas, and my parents used to do it with all of us kids. We'd pile in the car and we go drive around and we look at lights. You know, there's some places where there's a bunch of lights, and then there's also just driving down indiscriminate streets where it's quiet and it's just you in the car and maybe your dad and your mom singing some Christmas music. If you never had that experience, go and create that experience for you and your family this Christmas season. Look at this stunning arrangement that these people have done. You have the toy soldiers, and then as you broaden this out, it's almost as if they formed a light of perimeter lights around, just like you might see back in a castle or something like that as you walk up for a wonderful Christmas ball at this wonderful residence. That, my friend, is what we should be creating, these magical moments. You know, the person that came up with "'Twas the Night Before Christmas," you can have your own "'Twas the Night Before Christmas" and all through the house. I mean, it's still a magical time of year. What made it magical? It wasn't Santa Claus, my friend. You know what it was. And it's a very, very magical time. Find the magic in this season. And don't look at all the things that I've talked about before. Forget about that. Forget about COVID. And think about the things that you have and the wonderful magic that has actually been made in your life. Because God's touched every single one of us. There's not one of us He hasn't touched with something special. Go back to those special moments and relish in that, and know that there's more special moments coming your way. I just want to share another wonderful story, and that's what I'm encouraging you to leave comments and share stories on the YouTube page here of wonderful Christmas times that you had. One of the best times that I can remember was at Scotty's Bird Lake Resort. We had just skied all day, and that was our parents' thing. He always took us kids on vacation with them. And so we went up skiing, and then we had a nice dinner, and then we had a dinner at this one place, and this guy was singing at this one like bar, and you know, it was old school rock and roll, and it was really cool. And then we had I think we had gone to a Christmas Eve service that night, and then after that, the wonderful thing there, I just kind of slipped out the back door and had all my ski stuff on and my snow boots, and just walked out on the ice way out there, and it was probably about 2 feet deep, you know, foot 2 feet deep in snow, and caught 18 inches. And so I went hiking way out there in the middle of this lake. I mean, it was good, probably, it seemed like when I was a kid, you know, it seemed like it was a good half mile or so, and it was just unbelievable. And it was euphoric. I just laid down in the snow, looked up at the stars, just like what I'm doing right now, and well, there was a supernova. I think I just saw a supernova. First time in my life saw a supernova. And here it goes again. And so it was the first time in my life where I was out by myself. Well, no, I wouldn't say the first time in my life, but the first time I could really think back. And it was around Christmas time, as that whole magic, and I thought about, you know, the stars and just everything else. It was just a good creation finding moment. And I challenge you this Christmas season to do the same thing. Have a good creation finding moment. And also find a camera that can focus on your face and focus on the moon at the same time. And that would be magical at Christmas time as well. Merry Christmas. I'm at the Hollywood Roosevelt, and I can't tell you a more magical place in Hollywood than the Hollywood Roosevelt. There's so much history here. It's a wonderful place to stay. The hallways are lined with the actors and actresses of old, and all those. It's just a magical place. The same architecture and things like that. You've got the moon here in the pool, and the moon's over my shoulder. Isn't that wonderful? It's absolutely incredible. Paralleled with the magic that Hollywood brings. And I think of that one movie, It's a Wonderful Life. That man had so much stuff happening in his life, and he thought his life was a train wreck and it wasn't worth anything. And at the end of it, his life was worth a lot. And he helped out a lot of people in life. May we all be that way. And if we're not that way, we can change and become that way, to be that person in that town, to help others and just have a great life. It just takes a little bit to get started in helping and doing something for somebody else and to brighten your life as well. And so that magic that Hollywood brought in It's a Wonderful Life, yes, go watch the movie, but yes, also take that magic into the Christmas season. And how wonderful Hollywood magic paralleling the Christmas magic. It's so amazing how Hollywood has mirrored and captured Christmas from the very person in that manger that started the whole magic. 'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through your house, all through my house, not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. What are those lines to that book? What do they evoke from your heart, from your soul? To me, it evokes a lot of hope. It evokes a lot of things that I can find in this life. And the magic that happened in that manger is unparalleled to any magic that's ever happened on the face of this planet. That magic of that little baby in the manger was the magic that magically saved my soul from hell and gave me the peace of heaven. How did that magic happen? That baby grew into a man and did something that no other human, of course he was the God human, did for us. So that little baby in the manger has changed my life significantly and for the better and for eternity. And my hope and prayer for you this Christmas season is that you'll let that little baby in the manger change your destiny and change your eternal destiny for sure. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, and have a great New Year's.